Fellow lost souls, wanderers, adventurers and heroes. Many of us have found ourselves trapped in Barovia, imprisoned by the mists. The devil Strahd has incarcerated us here, and the only way out is to kill him, or die in the attempt. So, welcome to Barovia. The land is cursed, and now, so are you.
Hey, hello friends! Welcome to our Curse of Strahd campaign stream, session 17, I'm reliably informed, where we are off to see the town of Valakai, the wonderful town of Valakai. Nothing bad can happen there, I'm pretty sure. My name is Debbie. I use she, her pronouns. I am the master of this dungeon. Let me introduce you to your players. Folks, feel free to introduce yourself, your pronouns, your characters. Say hello, please, to Galway.
Hey, everybody. My name's Galway. Pronouns are he, him, or they, them, and I play Dyota, the elvish artificer whose pronouns are they, them.
Thank you kindly. Say hello to Elise.
Hello, my name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I play Mink, who is a Firbolg paladin. There it is.
There it is.
His pronouns are he, him, his.
Marvelous. Say hello, please, to Adam.
Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Do you hear the dog?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
And I was like, which of the three is lighting up?
there's options for whose dog could be kicking off. It's not mine. Currently.
Currently not mine.
It will be in the next hour and a bit. When
it felt a bit robust for
Kenneth.
Kenneth or Betty, yeah.
Not robust enough for Rika.
Adam here. My pronouns are they, them, or he, him. And I'm here again to play Teddy of Arbora, whose pronouns are he, him, his, and who has a bunch of stuff going on.
And what race / class is Teddy?
That's what I was referring to. He's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's the bunch of stuff he's got going on.
That's my answer to that question.
Valid. Okay, and last but by no means least, please do say hello to Lena.
Hi, my name's Lena, and my pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Mari, Mia Tinker, whose pronouns are also she, her, and she's a tiefling rogue.
Yes. And Book is having opinions about being in this room with you, Lena. What a hero. Okay. I'm going to rattle through the housekeeping announcements and then we can get into it. We're affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. Please do that. You can also link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. Chat commands, !Discord will get you a link to our Discord community. Please do join us over there while we scream into the void / at the world. !Merch will get you a link to our merch store where you can buy cool stuff. !Ko-fi, if you would like to support us with the monies, please do that via !Ko-fi. And !Donate. Galway? Who's this at?
Because I haven't had time to change it yet. Still going to the Trevor Project benefiting LGBTQ youth in America. Please, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, take a look. And if you have a little bit of extra time, energy, or resources, please look for a charity in your local area supporting the same causes and populations.
Marvelous. Thank you very much. If you want more Helpful Goat, you can find us on podcast feeds, Goats and Dragons, Helpful Goat Presents, and Dom and Dragons, or you can also find Helpful Goat Gaming on YouTube. Right, so Curse of Strahd, it's been a while. Oh no, now I've got that Nickelback song in my head. Oh,
You did this.
I did. Yeah,
But you can
I'm
just
sorry.
enjoy the fact that Book is very perfectly framed in the overlay as well, just looking at the wall.
He's visualizing his success, which is phasing through
Which
the
doesn't
door.
involve
out of here.
actually trying to open the door at any point.
No.
He
His
can't
six-
have his insulin for another like 20, 25, 30 minutes, so he just has to fucking wait.
He's visualizing his success, which is entirely dependent on outside intervention.
Blessed.
So, before we get into our goings on today, this is intended to be a horror stream, so it may not be suitable for everyone. General themes today depends where we end up, because we're going to be traveling. We're on the road to Valakai. So the general kind of non-specific ominous danger that is Barovia. The addiction mechanic with the pie is still in play. Vampires, non-consensual relationships, and off-screen historical harm to children potentially. But we'll see where we end up. If any of that doesn't sound good to you, feel free to give this one a miss. And players, if at any point you're not feeling good, please do let me know, because this is meant to be enjoyable, more or less. Music used in streams today going forwards is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech website, used under a Creative Commons license. Alright, let's get cursed. Last time, we took a detour into Hannah Mosley's The Wild Hunt. We killed a cat lady, looted her corpse, got some alchemy ingredients and some useful items, an amulet of non-detection, a cloak of protection, and a definitely not evil or bad at all necklace of souls. It's fine.
It's made out of souls.
Yes.
Which makes it good.
Yeah.
And then turns you
It's
into a
nice.
bead.
It's nice.
If you die 9 times, it does, but like, if you don't, then you're fine and dandy. Just don't die 9 times. We rescued a bunch of fairy children and a nice herbalist called Anne. Oh, sorry, I should have said that in American. A herbalist called Anne. I don't know why you all hate the letter H so much. Teddy yeeted some pie given to him by Marie. How did Marie have an extra bit of pie? Weird. We should all just remember that, because Lena keeps.
Or he
telling
was
us
just
to stop
saving
reminding you.
things.
Yeah, sure. All of the pets visited the stream last time, except Kenneth, who was far too busy hassling Mike for his dinner. So I'm hoping, I mean, he's fast asleep right now, but I'm hoping that he's gonna chip in later. We learned that Teddy is a horse guy because he grew up with Pegasi on a Pegasus ranch. So he was a Pegasus herd, and Mink was a shepherd herding sheep.
Specifically.
What?
Sorry, it's just shepherd literally means you herd sheep. Like that's what the words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Pegasus herd, I didn't think was a word. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Yeah, no, I
It
don't.
is now.
Probably not, because Pegasus are not.
But if Pegasi are closer to horses, would it normally be termed a...
Yeah, it's like a rancher.
Yeah, herd horses.
Yeah, but do you
Horses are
herd
in a
horses?
But like, is it...
Horses
do
are
you
in a
refer
herd,
to
but
someone
do
who
you herd
keeps
them?
horses as a horse herder?
Oh, a
rancher, yeah.
Good question. All right. Well,
Anyway.
before we fall in this philosophy ravine and have to,
I don't think that's
punish ourselves,
philosophy.
I think it's
Semantics.
the philosophy of language.
Everything's philosophy.
See,
Debbie,
Okay.
Debbie's sold on it now. You have to listen to that episode of the podcast. Hey, our podcast got named
I did listen to
number
it.
2 for COVID vaccine podcast. Let's go.
What a team! What a team! All right. So we had a nice morning with Anne. We had some breakfast and some suspicion / bullying of Mari.
Yeah.
We mounted up, said thanks to Anne, and we're rolling out back on the road. The weather is cloudy. Barovia is great. We're heading towards Valakai. We think it's about a day and a half there. All right.
Definitely with us.
Did
Who? Irina. Yes, definitely.
Where did we end up on leveling?
We leveled. We slept.
Yes, you leveled overnight at Anne's.
Let me
So-
check my HP. Well, let me just fucking check.
No, I think we
Chad.
did that. I think we did the rolls for the HPs.
I think. Yeah, we did. We did. We
Yeah.
did.
I got a shitty
So I
roll.
guess I just didn't, and we went leveled up to 4, correct?
Yes.
And we did it at the end, so we hadn't fully decided what we were necessarily doing. So I still need to do that, but that's fine. I can do that. While
I mean,
we're
I
playing.
didn't have decisions to make.
Yes.
I assume I did mine because now I extra charisma for my.
I don't know. When do you get your aura, Mink?
5, I think.
That's
I know.
close.
It's so annoying. We need to level again.
Speedrun. Let's turn towards all the things that Debbie said could kill us today. Like, make sure we pick the bad option every time, because that's how you get the most experience.
I
Or
don't
you
think we're
die.
operating on
Or
an
you might put the
XP-based
necklace
leveling.
of souls on, and you'll be fine. Whoever's got the necklace on might be fine.
I think we decided
Okay.
not to wear it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone decided to wear it. Do you want to sort out who's got the thingamajig and the who's it what? Amulet of non-detection and the cloak of protection?
Oh my god, I get my R at 6.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so far. That's so far.
That's at
away.
least 4 character deaths away.
You know, we can level in like 2 sessions, or just do 2
If my-
levels at a time.
If my dex is 18, I did take the ASI, right? I couldn't have gotten an 18. No, yeah,
off
okay.
of vanilla character
Glad we
construction.
talked
Correct.
through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same. I did take it in charisma.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry.
Gesundheit.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to sort out who's got the cloak and the amulet, or?
Sure. So I've already got a cloak of protection, so I don't think can I double up? I don't think I could double up. I mean, I guess I could wear 2 anyway.
You can
who
only
else
be under
has
the
bad
effect of
AC?
each type of magic item once.
Right. So who else has bad AC and wants to wear a fancy cloak that gives them +1 to their AC?
Who's more likely to be hit by things? Has Mink got magic armor?
No. But I have an AC of 18 because I have chainmail and a shield.
Diota has been doing a pretty good job hanging back and letting your summons.
So we're
Who's
saying we
doing
should
it?
put it on
Wear a cloak?
Graboa.
Yeah.
Well, either Graboa or Teddy. Teddy, I
Graboa.
feel like, ends up in combat and is not a real paladin.
Teddy has died multiple times. So
Yeah.
maybe just
That is
give
fair.
Teddy
Maybe
the best
Teddy.
shot he's got. Best shot he can have.
Yeah.
Okay.
My AC is 16,
Yeah.
and I
Good on
only
Teddy.
have 22 hit points.
Oh my
Oh, for the
god.
love of God.
what?
Just
Okay,
just
yeah,
take
let's
the
put the
cloak.
cloak of protection on.
Because you
Yeah.
have
Close
the
on the
same
band.
AC as the full caster and fewer HP.
So what do I do?
In the
It's just a +1 to your
yeah,
AC, right?
well, and saving throws. I'm pretty sure if you go into the compendium
Yeah,
and search
it's-
for cloak of protection, you can drag it
Yeah.
over to your character,
That's that cloak.
and then that way, as long as you click that, like it's equipped in your item list, it'll automatically
Yeah.
apply the bonuses, or theoretically should make sure your AC goes up.
Make sure your saving throws go up, especially. That's the one I'd be most. Things don't get put into the compendium correctly.
Whilst Adam is doing that, what would be your riding order on the road? Who would be in front, behind, etc.?
Mink usually takes the front, so I'm unchanged.
Who was least mean to Mari today? Probably Diota. Everybody else is mean to her. Although Teddy did apologize. But Mari's probably kind of sticking
This
between
mentality, Lena, is troubling.
I am a child. Mari's probably sticking between Diota and Teddy since Mink is mean.
So then it'll be Mink, Diota, Mari, Teddy.
Mink, Diota, Mari, Teddy.
At least.
Irina in the middle.
Oh yeah, an Arena in the middle. So Arena was also
Yeah.
not mean to Mari because we
Yeah.
forgot she existed for that.
That's
chunk of
true.
time.
She woke up at the end like, okay, I'm coming. I had to sleep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Clutched in.
let's actually let's revise that to then Mink, Diota, Irina, Mari,
Mari, Teddy.
and Teddy. Assuming that we're having to go in single file. Graboa is Graboa and Lambdea are both deployed, floating around.
Very
Oh,
good.
and birds are no longer KOS.
That's true.
Right. Ew, what's on your tail?
And it's pet ownership in a nutshell. Ooh, what is that? Okay. A short while after you leave the red tulip stand, the road continues to wind between the sparse brush at the edge of the nice temperate wood around you. As you continue down the path, Skunk, Mink, that's your horse in case you'd forgotten,
Yes, I remember.
shies at something. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw to stay on the back of your horse, please?
That's not shying. That like, well, okay, I'm not a horse girl. You are. Spook. Dex.
Mhm.
Here we
But you have advantage to saves because you're riding and we have military saddles. Saddles.
Sandals!
go. Well, that's good because I rolled a 9 on the first one. Let's try
We'll
again.
try again.
Military
How about a natural fucking 20 for a 21? I stay on
Okay,
my
so
fucking
you-
horse.
Even though Skunk, like, does the thing that us horse girls know horses do, where, like, they spook at something and they're somehow, they move 1 or 2 foot to the left of where they started with the, like, stiff legs and their whole body goes. You are so kind of connected that you feel that happen and you just go with it. You're like, okay, no problem. We're here.
No problem.
But something has spooked Skunk, and as you peer into the woods underneath where like the more dense tree line begins, right, there's some little shrubs and bushes, and then the trees get more dense as it goes further in and the light penetrates even less on this kind of gloomy Barovian day. You see a bundle of leather wrapped and tied like a little gift inside of a hollow log. What would you like to do?
Is this one of the clues we're supposed to go towards or that's going to kill us?
This is a bundle of leather, Lena. Does that sound deadly?
No, it
Yeah.
scared the horse.
Yeah. I will cast Divine Sense.
Hmm.
So, as a reminder, this is evil and good register for me. So, until the end of my next turn, location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Type, not identity. And any place that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Nothing pings.
Okay.
No celestials, fiends, or undeads. No consecrated or desecrated ground within 60 feet of you that is not behind token cover.
And I'll kind of, I assume everyone else kind of has halted seeing Skunk do this.
Yep.
And
Oh,
yeah, okay. I'll dismount and point what I'm pointed out to Diota, who's behind me, and then I
Yeah.
will
Do-
I'll
Would you like me to send in the bomb squad?
yeah, do that actually. Good thinking.
Graboa is gonna drop down, float over to the log. I'm also gonna position Lamdea a little, like almost the opposite side of the log from where I am, so that
Mhm.
we're surrounding it, and then
Mhm.
Graboa will pull the. When you say bundle of leather, do you mean like it's a satchel or like a coin purse kind of thing? Like,
No, bigger than a coin purse, but like like imagine like a Christmas present that's instead of being wrapped in Christmas paper, it's leather, and then there's like a thong or a string around it that's tied at the top. So yeah, like a satchel or a bundle
Okay.
or something.
vaguely horrifying. It's leather wrapping paper.
Mhm.
Graboa will like pull it out and put it down. Looking through Graboa's senses, I'd like to investigate it.
Yep.
Sadly, it's not the crit. 13.
Oh,
Get a good boy card because I crit
good
it.
boy card. Yep. You and I, our brains are aligned. Yeah, 13.
What happened? Sorry, I'm trying to put that in my head.
It's not like any kind of tripwire or any mechanism linked to like the string or anything like that. The bundle is not attached to anything. It just looks like a bundle that someone has left here. It from where it was, you think it was like deliberately placed there, like hidden. So not so hidden that it couldn't be found again, right? Like not, oh, I'm going to put this in such a secret spot, no one will ever see it. But it was very deliberately like wrapped and tied and placed in there, but it doesn't appear to be trapped or kind of sabotaged in any way. There's not like evil smoke coming out of it.
Grabo will untie the package.
Okay. So Graboa uses their paper chain, is that right? They've got paper chain arms? Yes. To kind of undo the bow, and the leather wrapping paper like flops each side and away. And in the packet, folded very neatly, is bundled up and folded and stacked is one set of common clothes. And Graboa can like pick up the shirt and kind of shake it out. And they're quite obviously sized for a human adult. The clothes have a drab Barovian style to them. Graboa can fold it back up and put it back if they want.
And is that all that's in there?
Mm-hmm. Just a set of clothes.
Jota's gonna go, I don't like that.
Is it like somebody got transformed into human leather and it's just like their skin wrapped around their clothes?
Surely it would be the other way.
No, because it's a weird spell.
Why don't we just wrap it back up and leave it as clearly for somebody else? Like someone's traveling, left something for someone to find.
Right, we didn't order clothes.
Yeah, also, do clothes get delivered via mysterious leather package and trees in Barovia? Is that common? If you order them?
Make, what would it be, like a history check?
Can I make a history check because I live here? Yeah, do I think this is common?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say no, but let's see what the dice say. The dice say I got an 18.
An 18. Yeah, so Murray, given the fact that you're from Barovia, this is not common, but it's also not unheard of. Usually what this means is some kind of shape-shifting thing has left their clothes here, taken them off and transformed, and they've tucked them away so they can get dressed when they come back later and retain their human disguise.
Okay. I'll share that with people. And what do I know? Like, are shapeshifters in Barovia, is that like kind of spans just like classes and allegiances, and it could like they could be like really anybody good or bad, or is it generally associated with something negative?
Well, you would know that lycanthropy, or like to be a were creature, is probably the most common type of shapeshiftering that would use this kind of, I'm going to tuck my clothes here and come back and find them later. You don't necessarily know if where creatures of one kind or another are particularly aligned in any particular way. You do also know that some adventurers may have the ability to shapeshift. Some different kind of classes or things like that might be able to change their appearance more or less easily.
Okay, cool.
Well, I still say we leave it, but we can take note of what these clothes look like and hope that if we see a person wearing this, we'll be tipped off to them being a shapeshifter?
Yeah. Somebody's probably just running around in the woods right now. It's I'm sure doesn't have anything to do with us. We just keep our heads down and mind our own fucking business. And we can get to Valakai.
Should
Yeah.
we mark these clothes in some specific way
Like-
that would only be noticeable to us?
I just said keep our heads down and mind our own fucking business.
Is
Yeah,
there a way
but
that we can do that?
to the degree that a shapeshifter might fuck up our business, it might behoove us to be attentive to this.
Sorry, as you go, should we mark this? Is there a way we can do that? Like, Diota just instantly has like a fistful of brushes and inks out.
Yeah.
I thought sorry, my can we do that was I thought maybe Teddy said in a way that is only visible to us. Which if we but maybe you didn't and I just made that up, but also if we just like splash it with ink, that's visible to everybody.
And they're gonna be mad.
I mainly meant just like in a subtle way that maybe wouldn't like it's you only see it if you're looking for it.
Yeah. Like put a little splash of ink on the hem and no one checks the hem of their shirt every time they put it on.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Mari. We'll do the elbow.
So I think with it, what Jota has a lot of types of ink. What I'd like to do is for them to try to find a seam or a hem and just make a very faintly darker line with just a little bit of a curve, so that given that they're a calligrapher and that they know exactly where it is, they would know how to see it, but it wouldn't be very obvious at all, nor would it necessarily look particularly intentional. It could just look like a smudge.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I think you could probably do that like on the shoulder seam. So like even if they're wearing like a jerkin or a waistcoat or something, you'll still be able to kind of see the edge of it, and it's a place where maybe they could rub up against something. So you could, depending on your role, you could make it look more smudgy and less like a line of ink.
Sure. Calligrapher's kit for that?
Yes, that's exactly the role. I was like, what's the role for like trying to do calligraphy? Calligrapher's kit.
23.
Yeah, you nail this, obviously. Disgracefully. So there is now a mark on the shirt sleeve of this bundle of clothes, and you feel like if you were ever to come across this person in the game, you would see this dark-coloured smudge on the shoulder.
I think it's worth pointing out that Skunk did spook, and don't know the horse that well yet, but hasn't spooked so far, so we should just be a little more attentive for a little bit.
That's a good point. I mean, Skunk probably wasn't just scared of a bundle.
Yeah, maybe he smelled the weird
Do you want to
thing.
do any perceptions or anything to see if you can see anything that might have spooked him?
Mm-hmm.
I can give help to someone with Graboa.
Okay, I will roll with advantage if no one else is going to roll, or if that's fine with everyone. 18.
So as you're looking at this log, you don't kind of immediately see what Skunk spooked at, but you think maybe there doesn't seem to be anything active here now. So it doesn't seem to be something that like caught their eye or like scared them in the moment, but you think that maybe you can see going up to the log, like from a direction, there's a little bit of mud coming in one direction, and there's some like shoe prints of the shoes that are in the bundle. And then going away, like if the person or whatever it was to continue in the same direction, there's not any mud for a little bit. So you have a couple of shoe prints, and then you get to the log, and there's not any mud around the log or where it is because it's all like nice brush or whatever. But then a little bit further away, there are some claw marks on a tree. And you feel like maybe as a prey animal, skunk is more sensitive to the current or historical presence of predators.
Mm-hmm.
And they may have kind of caught the claw marks out of the corner of their eye or smelt something, even if there's nothing here currently, that just made them just for a second, and then they kind of realize, oh no, it's not now, it's previously.
Okay,
Which is
I'll
probably why none of
point
the other horses are spooked either.
to the claw marks and say, well, I think that helps answer the question of what type of creature this is. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. So let's just be extra on our guard for werewolves, I think. Or other large creatures that can scratch trees with claws.
Yeah, it could also be like bears,
Tigers, says Irina.
tigers.
Are there commonly were-tigers? Because my understanding was that werewolves are really common, and then like everything else is like. So
It's
I do.
Barovia. Like, imagine all the terrible things you can imagine. Barovia has them.
We are rats.
Okay,
Yes,
Were-tigers.
rats also.
were-lions, were-bears.
We're oh my.
Were-hamsters,
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that one's less scary than a werewolf, I will say. But I haven't met a were-hamster, so what do I know?
Well, let's hope that we never do. All right, anything else that you want to get up to?
Back on my horse.
Did you bundle up the bundle and put it back?
Yes.
Who did that?
Probably Graboa.
Do they want to make a sleight of hand check for how well they tied it back up?
If they don't do a good job, I'm just going to redo it until it looks right. So
Right, if they don't do a good job, I can try. I have good sleight of hand.
$17.
17. Yeah.
They're Graboa.
It takes them a little minute, but they like leather, and then they get the string around and get it kind of bundled up back to how it was, and they put it back in.
He has some trouble with tying the knot correctly, but he basically just ends up splitting out more fingers.
To be able to hold the string. Yes. And then once the bundle's back in, they kind of rearrange the leaf litter and whatever around it so it looks as it did before. All right, very good. Back on the road?
I have an over-the-table question really quick. Can someone help me remember what ended up happening? The birds, we think, are actually connected to a secret society that are like anti-Strahd, right? That's what we kind of determined, and we made contact with one of them, basically like, hey, we're not going to shoot you with rocks anymore. Please consider being our friend. What else is there to know about that?
Yeah, so we think it's from the Raven's Nest, which is a secretive resistance that's worked against Strahd. They're called the Keepers of the Feather. They operate Barovia-wide with limited success. Their main goal is to gather information and keep the populace safe. They always seem to know what's going on, with eyes in many different places, probably from the fucking literal birds.
Yeah.
They may be based out of Valakai, or Kresk. We're not really sure. And I think that's it. So we know they're part of a secretive resistance. So at least if they're not aligned exactly with us, they're not against us. And we said, I wrote no more killing the birds.
Okay.
Mink, do you want to make a intelligence check to try and put 2 and 2 together here?
Yeah, watch Mink make 3 out of 2 and 2, everybody. Here it comes. Mink really does a big think and comes up with an 11.
Yeah. Okay. You're like, cool. All right. So, were creatures, secret society of birds.
No thoughts.
Everybody carry on about
Head
your day.
empty. Yes.
Yeah.
Just as a note, because I finished leveling up, I took the Cartomancer feat because it's arguably the most perfect thing for Yota ever. It gives me I can now channel magic through a deck of cards. I can use a deck of cards as my spellcasting focus, and I gain the following benefit. So, card tricks, I learn Prestidigitation, and I can use it to, in addition to its normal uses, create illusions that duplicate the effects of more like stage magic, so performative magic. When I use Prestidigitation in this way, I can conceal the verbal and somatic components of the spell as ordinary conversation and card handling, so it's not obvious that I'm casting a spell. And then Hidden Ace, when I finish a long rest, I can choose one spell from my class's spell list and imbue that spell into a card. Must have a casting time of 1 action, must be a level for which I have spell slots. The card remains imbued with the spell for 8 hours. While the card is imbued with the spell, I can use a bonus action to flourish the card and cast the spell. The card loses its magic then.
Okay.
Fabulous.
So, did you do that? Did you imbue a card with a spell
Yes.
this AM?
Yeah, I would have then, just because this is the slight hand wavy of the I didn't remember I was taking this feat. So I have a card with Tasha's Caustic Brew infused in it.
Ooh. All right. Oh. Nice. All right. Back on the road then. Anything that you want to discuss or do whilst you're on the road?
No. I would be keeping an eye out, but I don't know if you want to just how you want to deal with that. Head on a swivel. That's what I'm saying. Mink's got his head on a swivel.
Love it.
Graboa is also, again, providing reconnaissance from above, along with Lamdea.
Mhm.
I'm flitting through their senses every so often, and otherwise, probably just kind of keeping an eye out, but not necessarily like the focused I'm keeping watch, but more just ready in case something pops out at us.
Yeah. Okay, so you see as you're traveling through along this kind of winding path, the countryside is beautiful and lush and green, even though, you know, the weather is cloudy and it rains a lot here in Barovia. Because of that, it's very green. Think of your typical English countryside. Everything is green. And there's a lot of wildlife of different sorts that you see. You know, you see birds of prey circling above. You see different kinds of smaller birds moving around. You see squirrels and other small rodents. You see probably some larger deer. More distance away. So the land in Barovia is not by any stretch barren or empty, but you do not see human signs of life. The roads are not well traveled. You do not see like other folks on the road. It is you and nature, and that's about it. Until about an hour or two further on from the bundle, and Graboa in their up above reconnaissance role picks up on this before you even hear the hoofbeats. Graboa sees a singular horse in the distance coming from behind you, so in the same direction that you were traveling, coming from behind you towards where you are. And then as Graboa is maybe relaying that message to you, Diota, you start to hear in the distance these fast traveling hoofbeats. What do you want to do?
I'll sort of warn everyone. I'm sorry, were they coming from further down the road? Behind us?
From where you've been, behind
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Diota will, like, there are hoofbeats coming from behind us.
It sounds like the horse is galloping, like this rider is moving very fast.
Yes.
I think we just make space, let them go by.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we will, just kind of pull our horses off to the side of the road, park them for a little bit, and wait and let this
And
rider
break
go
on.
by.
Yeah.
Let the rider go by. And I think Mink would kind of usher Irina behind his larger frame so that she's not immediately visible to this. Like, not trying to be like, there's not a fifth person or whatever, because we have a horse for her, but more like, just like, so that she's more easily hidden than, like, how we're
So she's less
standing.
noticeable than, oh, there's that
Yes.
person and that person and that person. It's like,
Yeah.
there were like 6 of them. I saw a couple of like I saw an elf and a furball.
Yeah.
Others. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So the hoofbeats get closer and closer, and you see a Vistani man riding a big roan stallion, making really good pace along the road. So he's moving at speed, and he's traveling the same direction you are. So from the village of Barovia towards Valakai. But as he sees you, he kind of pulls up, so he's not going to go charging past you, and tips his hat and says, "Good day, travelers. A beautiful day for it." He doesn't look like he's going to stop unless you want to engage with him. But the opportunity's there.
Do we recognize him? Either from the Vistani camp that we just visited, or from the Vistani outcasts, or whatever that term was, that were in the village.
Okay, do you want to roll a recognition check?
History?
History? Sure.
Ugh, 10.
No. It's not that you definitely don't recognize this person, and it's not that you definitely do recognize them. You look at them and you go, they look familiar, but also not. Did that guy have curly hair?
Was
You're
there
not sure.
was there anything distinctive about the Vistani outcasts? Like once we'd look.
So the Vistani outcasts were in the village of Barovia. They were all women, and they all had a scar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
This
seems like
person
it
does not have a scar.
it's at least
Yeah.
not that individual, or like this individual at least does not appear to be one of them.
Yes.
And the scar was part of what marked them as outcasts, correct?
Correct.
Because I was like, I thought there was an obvious outward sign that
Yep.
they were outcasts.
Yeah. Yep.
Does this person's shoulder have a mark on it? Like their clothes?
Perception check.
Here we go. Most perceptive boy in the world. It's a 7.
You're not sure, but it looks like there is a dirty smudge on their shirt shoulder.
Okay. All right.
Maybe they just have a dark colored shirt.
I mean, do their clothes look like the same clothes?
With a 7, you're not sure.
Yeah. And you said they're slowing so that they're not like kicking dirt up on us, but they're not like
yeah, they're not
stopping.
like flying past at high speed,
Yeah.
but they're not like stopped, so you're not like you've not got your binoculars out zooming in to check all of the seams and such. You're trying to make like a relatively quick judgment here.
Okay.
But he did, throw out a greeting, so
Yeah. I'll just nod back and say safe travels and let him go. I'm not going to stop him. If others want to, feel free, but I won't.
I don't know this Vistani man from any of my travels, right?
roll history.
Wow, I rolled a 2, so no.
No fucking clue who this guy is.
Cool, then no,
He's
I don't give a shit.
handsome.
I know that Mink rolled on this, but secondarily, could Diota be looking for that mark?
Diota smudge, yes, and because Diota made it, you can have advantage on the looking for the shoulder smudge.
Yay!
I think that's fair.
23.
This person's clothes are entirely different to the bundle that you saw in the forest. Their shirt is like a dark grey rather than like kind of the lighter color linen or cottony type that you saw before. So it's definitely not the same clothes.
All right. So I think that they might be familiar, but I can't be sure, and I know that they're not wearing the clothes from that.
Yeah.
Jota's not going to try to stop them.
Okay. Well, I travel to Valakai, friends. My name is Aragol. Maybe I will see you there.
Maybe we'll see you there. Safe travels.
Mari, can you roll a history check against that name?
Yeah, what name did you say? Aragol?
Aragol. Arrigal.
Let me check if I have any good boy cards that help with this. I don't think I do, but that was a really shit roll.
Let me check mine as well.
I have some. How intensely do we think this will work if this needs to be passed?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was a
Well,
DM
here.
called one.
I think we should spend good boy cards, and so I'm going to spend, for Mari's sake, extra skills. You succeed on a skill check.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Right.
I've removed it. I don't know if that means it's gone forever or if it's back in the deck. No clue. But I
No
hit
clue.
remove.
I don't know what that means either. Just one moment, please. I'm just having to... You can't copy and paste out of a OneNote easily. All right, 1 second. Whilst Marie's memories come back to her, she's like, "Oh no, I've no idea who this guy is. I've no idea who this guy is. Oh, Aragol."
Oh, wait.
Mari's like, oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what Marie does. She's like, "Bye, Aragol."
Do I think that that Aragol or the other one that you mentioned there is the last thing you said?
Aragol.
Okay. Hold on one sec.
God, I love our, while Lena's thinking about that, God, I love the results of alchemy in my inventory notes as I have 2 literal grenades.
Okay, I'm going to...
Oh no. Oh god.
I'm gonna like surreptitiously, so probably like sneakily, pop a tooth out, slip it into, like I just look like I'm playing with my teeth, like make my mouth like I'm clearing my teeth, pop it into Mink's pocket, and I'm sending Mink a telepathic message.
Interesting.
Okay, so
That
I'm going to
says-
see if Aragol notices.
Yeah, so it'd be
you doing
sleight of
it.
hand.
He's gotta have disadvantage if he's
He's fucking off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
But I also think, like, for reasons people find out when Marie does the truth business, you might learn this guy is not a complete idiot.
Not
I rolled a 22 for my sleight of hand.
All right.
Let's go.
And what do I have to roll? Perception or something?
Perception. With
Wisdom?
disadvantage. I'm not your boss. I'm sorry.
You're good. Aggressive
Backseat GMing.
is my favorite. You rolled a 22? He don't see fucking anything.
Fabulous.
Okay. So you're gonna hear in your brain Mink Mari's voice going, he's a Strahd spy. So I don't know. Just a thing to know.
Oh god. Okay.
So you just said this to the person who
Most
cannot let evil pass.
Yeah.
Mink's
Most
in
likely to.
charge.
Mink's
Oh yeah,
not
Mink is in charge.
Poor Mink. I guess Mink kind of acts like he's in charge. Sorry, everyone. Okay, then I'm going to... A question about our policy on harm to animals.
You hurt that horse, I'll hurt you, Elise.
Okay, but tactically, how do I slow this person down and keep them from escaping if we attack them?
You could trip the horse, and the horse. Now, this is something that, as someone that rides horses, the horses that I ride trip not infrequently, and the horse could trip and unseat the rider, and the horse would be fine, because that has happened to me. I've fallen off, and the horse has just looked at me and gone, "What the fuck are you doing down there?" So
Okay.
if you can work out a way that you can trip the horse, and Aragal will get a dexterity saving throw to stay on.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I guess, can I make the horse throw him by like hitting it in a place that isn't going to hurt the horse permanently, but like cause it to spook?
Or like
use my sling to like hit its
100%.
flank really hard or something so that it rears up
unbuckle
and
a saddle
throws him.
or something.
Yeah,
I mean, he's already kind of passed.
He's kind of passed, so that's why I'm thinking like ranged weapon is really my option.
You could try and frighten the horse, or tap it on its butt and make it like buck or rear to unseat him.
I will use my sling to do non-damaging damage on this horse's butt or whatever, trying to make it spook enough that it rears up and throws the rider.
Okay, right. I think that's extremely fair.
Okay. Let me just check and see.
Oh.
Actually, can I use... I have a good boy card that lets me cast a cantrip at will.
Oh, yeah.
Can I use like a prestidigitation or something to effectively do this without rolling or actually firing off a sling or anything, so that it is both less obvious that I've done it and more likely to succeed because I don't have to try and hit this target?
Yes, I think that's wonderful. And so that would give what's his fuck like disadvantage on the dexterity saving throw to stay in the saddle. Teddy is also has Pegasus experience, which is not unrelated to horses, so that's going to add to the assistance here towards your action.
Okay.
So press
also, is this
in front of the horse to shit it up?
Is this technically an attack or not?
No.
It's not an attack roll or anything because I'm just using basically like a surprise prestidigitation.
And we're assuming that the horse is going to startle because newsflash, it will.
Yeah.
I was going to say you can create a shower of sparks in front of its eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which specifies that it's harmless.
And Aragal has to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage to try and stay on his horse.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. I spent the good boy card. It's spent.
Where I thought this would go, but here we are. Okay, dexterity. The horse rears. Aragal stays on for a second, but then the horse drops his shoulder and bucks, and Aragal tumbles to the dirt, and the horse runs off like, I don't know, 100 meters. You can see the horse and he stops and then he starts eating
The horse
grass.
is out of danger zone. We don't have to deal with
The horse is over there, far away.
We do not need to determine the radius of a fireball avoiding a horse.
No, the horse is...
Copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
and Aragal turns around and goes, "Well, that was weird."
That sure was weird.
And he sets off to walk towards where his horse is.
Then I think I will utter a vow of enmity, channel divinity as a bonus action. I am making this person my enemy until he dies. And and then I'm gonna hurl a javelin at him. I get advantage because of my channel divinity.
Okay. So
before you throw this, Mink, you look at this guy and he is wearing studded leather armor. He is bulky. He has a big, fast, powerful horse. If what Murray's told you is true about him being Strahd's spy, he is powerful. He is good in a fight. You don't know that you can take him.
I'm also just gonna like whisper again, in Mink's head. I don't know anything specifically about him, but I know his brother is really dangerous. And I don't I didn't really mean this. I just meant we should be aware and maybe hide Arena or, keep body blocking her. Not call his attention to us.
Okay, well, I can't answer you, right? So,
No.
all right. Well, then I will. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Is anyone else doing anything? We don't have to only go with what Ming's doing.
I don't feel like I have enough information
That's
yet
true.
to
Only
be
Mink
doing
knows
much.
this.
Like, this has all
Mm.
been super subtle. At most, I might have seen, like, if you used prestidigitation, like, I might have been like, huh, that was a magical effect, but I don't think I
Yeah.
know it was you or anything.
Yeah, so here's the thing about Mink, and I'm really trying to not make this the only thing that matters about him, but he does have as his character flaw written on his fucking sheet that he cannot be persuaded against a course of action or a course of violence once he's been set on it.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what to do in this circumstance because I hear the GM telling me you can't win this fight, and I also feel my character being like, I would fucking
I mean, you're fresh. You've just leveled
attempt
up.
to
Maybe
smite
you
this man.
Can I make a persuasion check with what I'm saying to you, and we can see? I have good charisma, so maybe it would sway you.
Or perhaps you don't like this guy. You can vow of enmity him, but perhaps perhaps that you could do violence on him. And he's unhorsed, so maybe now's a good moment to do that. But perhaps getting some more information out of him might be useful. And Mink's not dumb. Mink's been in
True.
kind of secret services kind of.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that's trying too hard, and I think that Murray is trying to guide you towards that. Maybe.
Okay. We can go with that. I think that's legitimate in the sense of like maybe he's not fully committed to the course of violence yet because he's seeing this as an opportunity for information or like investigation first.
Oh.
Okay, then I guess
Might be.
hello.
I'm rewarding your good behavior with Kenneth.
I think
woke up.
hello, Kenneth. Then instead, maybe Mink will kind of hoping to keep Arena a little still off, like hidden. Move forward in such a way of like, oh, let me help, right? Essentially being like, oh, you've fallen off your horse. Are you okay? Like, kind of like offering a little bit more on the like assistance in the sense of like, I'm going to try to get something out of you now.
Yes. He's like, if you wouldn't mind going and getting my horse.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I wasn't paying attention. It's very embarrassing as a horseman. Now I'm on the ground.
Yeah, our cleric can probably take a quick look and make sure you're not injured while I fetch your horse. I'm hoping Teddy will kind of take this as a cue to keep hiding Irina while Mink goes off to find the
Irina
horse.
has dismounted on the other side of her horse and is fucking around with the horses, so he cannot. He can see that there's a horse and that there's someone, but it looks like she's like in the saddlebags or
Right,
something.
yeah. While we're paused, might
She's
as well
not
get a
dumb.
snack. Yeah. Okay.
She doesn't know that he's a baddie necessarily, but she doesn't want to be seen too much.
Okay. Then yeah, Mink will go to fetch the horse and leave this to the others.
And you
Mink, I
want
can help you get the horse. I'm good with horses. I'm gonna go with Mink.
Teddy to do what?
Stall him. I guess
Do a
Diota and
concussion
Teddy
check.
don't know yet what's going on. So like look him over. Like from your perspective, I think what you've seen is he's been thrown from the horse. The horse ran off. Mink and Mari are gonna go help get the horse, and he might be hurt. So you're just medicine checking.
But I don't need to like be concerned about Irina. She's not currently visible.
That is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I can take a look. Are you hurt at all? You okay?
My pride is bruised. Honestly, fellow traveler. But no, I feel all right. A little bumped, but nothing too serious.
Well, let me take a look at your pride at least.
Are you flirting with me?
I guess.
Wow, I guess not. But...
What a flirtatious answer, I guess.
Diota is now standing like near where like the horses and Irina are, just blinking. Like, what the shit is happening?
Where are you headed?
I'm headed to Valakai, where I live. Well, we travel around a lot, but most of the time we're in Valakai. Whereabouts are you headed to?
Valakai. Yeah. Got
Oh,
business in Valakai.
wonderful, wonderful. We're based outside. We have a encampment that's pretty permanent, even though the Vistani way is to travel a lot. So I travel a lot around Barovia with my family. But if you would like to come by and see us, you'd be more than welcome. We would certainly put on a good spread for you.
That sounds nice. We might very well consider that. Whereabouts on the outskirts of Valakai are you? North, south, east, west, northeast?
Well, it certainly is going to be one of those cardinal directions. Let me look at the map.
Below.
In my mind, there's Aragol. Oh my god, where is the map in my mind? Why is the map so far into the book? Oh no, that's not even helpful. All right, hang on. Southwest.
Great.
It's easy.
And in case we decide to come and we ask after you, what should we call you?
Aragol.
Oh right, you said
Arigal. That's my name.
double R
Rigal. And even if I'm not there, they'll take good care of you if you say that you're my friend. And actually, if you do come and visit us, if you've been into Valakai, if you have a chance, because I'm not going to have time in my next trip home, if you can pop in to see Blinsky, and grab one of his toys, one of his dolls, my niece would go absolutely bananas. She would love that. If you could bring up that to us at the encampment, I would ensure you were, repaid for your efforts. And as I said, our hospitality is pretty legendary.
Blinsky, doll maker.
Toy maker, yeah.
Yeah, we can keep an eye out, right, Deirdre?
Is no fun, is no Blinsky. That's the tagline, I think.
I think it is.
Bye.
How's it going getting the horse?
Oh, that horse is he's big and spirited and obviously like a different kind of breed of horse to yours, but he stands there pretty patiently, and if you go up to him and grab his reins and make to walk him back, he'll go with you. He's not badly behaved. He's a good boy.
Okay. I'm gonna as I'm walking the horse back, just whisper to Marty. I'll be like, "What the fuck were you talking in my head?"
Oh, it's a Barovia thing.
Do I notice that you're missing a fucking tooth? How many teeth do you have?
No, I popped out a back molar.
Oh god. Okay, and why are we not killing this guy?
Because he looks really dangerous, and I don't know. I don't know. I know very little about him, but I know that his brother is also thought to be very dangerous, and I don't think just walking around brazenly murdering Strahd's spies is the way to keep his eyes off of us.
I mean, quite literally is, because he knows we're here now and he's going to report, saw a party of 5, and Strahd's going to be like, who might that 5th person be? Irina in Valakai? He's going to know in 3, as soon as this guy sends a report.
Do you think we can take him? Really? With your military background, do you think we can take him?
Do I think we can take him?
How do I even know Okay. Mink, how many hit points have you got?
30.
No.
That's fair.
Once he's on his horse, definitely no. At the moment, maybe.
Okay.
His
I
horse is
will.
bigger, stronger, faster,
Yep.
and he will have a height advantage on all of you once he's mounted.
I will convey this back to Marty. It would be risky without the horse, and with the horse, I think we would be fucked.
I think we should just try to get a little bit of information and avoid him as best we can. And just know that there's gonna be eyes on us, but we knew that already.
All right. So, yeah, we'll join up again.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that by this point the conversation with Teddy is kind of done and you've maybe given him the once over. And then Murray and Mink and the horse are working their way back. Do you want to give any medical findings to Aragal of anything that you've noticed in your assessment of him?
Yeah, do you need me to do a medicine check on his
Oh, yeah.
pride?
On his pride, yeah, that's great.
Let's see here. 17.
This man is like the absolute prime of health. He goes to the gym every day.
Does he have a bruise on his butt, at least, from being thrown?
Yeah, he has a bruise. Like, he probably landed like on his shoulder or his side or something, so he's got a little bump. But he does not show any like pain whatsoever. Even if you like prod him in the bruise, he doesn't even flinch. He's hard as nails, made of muscles.
And
Very
Teddy,
toxic masculinity.
Teddy doesn't have any reason to know that this is a spy for Strahd, that we're
No.
wary of him.
I mean, I think outside of just being wary of strangers, yeah, no.
No, you
Yeah.
think he's hot, probably. I mean, I don't know. Does Teddy think he's hot? He's hot.
You're a fine specimen, sir.
You are an excellent flirt. I very much hope to see you in Valakai.
Are we back there? Are Mink and I back there?
Yeah.
Your horse is okay, I think. And it looks like Teddy's made sure
of
you're
tough
okay,
stuff,
but
just like I am.
I mean, you
You'll
were
be
going
fine.
so fast. I know that it can
It's
be
the Vistani
risky.
way.
Is there something wrong in Valakai that we should know about at that speed?
We're
Oh no, I've just
following
got
us.
things to do. I'm a busy young man. Places to go, people to see. Wink.
Insight
Teddy.
check.
Sure. Yeah, at Teddy.
Mm.
I got a 20 on my insight.
He's a spy, Murray. He's probably
Yeah, but
telling
like,
you
do I think
15
he's
lies
lying to
a
me
second.
right now?
No, he's got places to go, people to see, stuff to do.
Okay,
He was vague in his answer.
right. But so there's nothing wrong though.
In Valakai.
Well, with whatever he said no. So do I think that he's telling the truth about nothing being wrong?
You think that he thinks that there is nothing wrong with what's happening in Valakai at the moment. Valakai is behaving the way that Valakai normally behaves. Whether
Cool.
you, Mari, or Lena think that there's anything wrong in Valakai remains to be seen, but Aragal thinks it's all fine.
Okay.
But at the very
Okay.
least, she doesn't get the sense that, like, he is hurrying to some very specific thing.
No.
Right.
No. He's got places to go, people to see, missions to do. That was
Cool.
pretty truthful, but he's probably not going to tell you any more details about what he's up to than that.
Okay. I can't think
Anyway,
of
I
any
didn't
more surreptitious
catch
questions to
any
ask.
of your names. I'm Aragal.
Hang on. This would be very smooth from Mink's perspective, but he at least has forgotten the name that he would give. Garen.
Garen, lovely to meet you. Not too many furbolgs you see in these parts.
Yeah, haven't met any others like me in a while.
Head to Doom. I bet there's a couple there.
I'm
Oh yeah,
Rex.
I'm from Doom.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You got family
Yeah,
there?
that's where I'm from. Let's get you back on the horse. If you're in such a hurry. Yeah, I've got a lot of family in Doom.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to have disrupted you.
So do you know Steela at the boneyard?
Insight check? Hold up.
The natural one.
Yeah, hold up. Is insight it's wisdom typically?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have anything for that.
I think I do.
Yeah,
Hold on. Just
natural one.
a second. No. Hold on just a second. I think I have something. Wait, that's not how it happened. Reroll anything.
Okay.
All right, you can spend that. Uh,
20.
Not natural 20. Yeah, he's asking you about somebody that exists that he knows works or lives at a place called the Boneyard.
I don't think so. Doom is kind of big, and I mostly just hung out with my friends and my family.
Is that deception? Yes. All right, I'm gonna roll insight.
$14 for my deception.
Okay. He nods and goes, "Oh, okay. I didn't catch your name."
Yeah, it's Mari. You should really, if you're in such a hurry. The light's fading. We need to get moving too. We can't be caught out here after dark.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Murray. It was a pleasure to meet you. And you, handsome medicine man.
I guess.
That's not your name. Your name can't be I guess. What's your name?
You can call me Rex.
Rex. All right, I will call you Rex. Wink.
It was great to meet you, Aragal. We'll hopefully see you again in Valakai.
I hope so too. And he like vaults onto the back of his horse
Gallop
very
carefully.
athletically. And he kind of circles around a little bit, so he does his horse is kind of prancing like as he collects him up and gets ready to go. So the horse is ready to go, so he kind of circles around behind where you are and like rides past the back of Arena to then get back
Why would
onto
he
the
do
path
that?
and
He was
carry
in
on.
front of us.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a horse like get excited?
Irina's like off the road, though. We pulled off the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to try and stop him?
It's just extremely suspicious behavior. I mean, but Irina is still kind of head down in the packs, right? Like,
And he doesn't say anything to her.
we should have fucking killed him.
He fucks off. At speed.
When he has
Weird
fucked far enough off
energy
that we think.
With that guy. What was that about?
Yeah.
What the fuck
So-
just happened?
So I think he's a Strahd spy, but Mink and I determined that we would probably die if we tried to kill him. So we'll just try real hard to avoid him. Good job not giving him your names, folks. I was trying to cut that off. Good.
So interesting
you gave
that
him
you
your name.
gave him your name.
It's fine. Yeah, it's my name's not important.
Because it's not your name?
No, that is my name, Mink. Mink, can we focus right now? I feel like you are so paranoid all the time, and we need to
God.
focus on what just happened and the situation we're
Your
in.
distraction tactics are noted.
I am legitimately trying to get us to focus, Mink. I don't know why you have such a hard on for hating me.
I think
I look at
before we-
Deotar.
Mari's eyes are starting to well up a little.
Oh my god.
before we degrade fully into whatever this may be, I think it's time to take a break. So let's do a quick 5 or 10 minutes here, everybody. And when we get back, we can pick up on the consequences of Aragel's actions.
Great. None of
See
that
y'all.
sucked.
Oh, God.
Oh, aha! Welcome back, everyone. Hello. Curse of Strahd, session 17, part 2, where we were traveling along a road. We found a bundle of clothes, and then we met a handsome guy who fell off his horse, who's flirting with us, and he may or may not be a Strahd spy, but he's probably nice. Like, I don't think that we can hold people's spy pasts against them. Yes, I think that's
What their
What about their
spy
spy?
current?
Yeah, I was like their spy present.
They didn't give you a present.
That's pretty rude.
Just
Yeah, actually.
shook their head at me, and I'm pretty sure that Adam would have made that joke if they had the chance. Am I wrong?
No.
The shake of the head was, oh, I wish I'd said that. Thank you, friend. Yes, so we have had some adventures already. And we will continue along the road. Is there any kind of debrief that we would like to do after our encounter with handsome Aragol?
Well, I assume that Teddy and Diota would fill Mari and Mink in on what was said about the doll and all and the camp.
Yeah, sure.
There was a lot of very awkward flirting.
Oh, from who to who? Who was awkward with whom?
He was awkwardly flirting with me.
Oh, wow.
That was how I experienced it.
That two things can be true at once.
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, keep using those fake names and just maybe try to keep our heads down and stay the fuck out of everybody else's business. Mind our own business.
Even if you normally use a fake name like Mari, then like when there's like if that's like your standard alias and then you want someone to not know your name, it's still a good idea to go with a non-standard alias.
Mink, why do you think that's not my name?
Because you told a known spy that name? And you're complimenting us for our smart choice in not telling a known spy our name.
Right.
Yeah, okay, anyway, so Mink saddled up.
Good talk.
Okay, good. Let's keep going.
All right, continuing along the road.
I mean, at some point, Mink's gonna stick his hand in his pocket, right, and find a fucking tooth.
Yeah, whatever. When does Mink usually stick his hand in his pocket?
I don't know. When his hands are cold, probably. Anyway, we'll find out, I guess. There will come a point where it makes sense to stick a hand in a pocket and find a tooth. I'm going to keep my eye out as we ride, as usual. I'll keep looking for signs of weird creatures or listen for, horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Do you want to do a perception check then, Mink?
I can be helping with that since now I'm actually on edge and paying attention.
Natural 20. We're doing it. We've rolled 2 of those today. It's so exciting.
Have
A
you
natural
taken a look at my
24,
card?
a 20.
Natural 24, 20.
Hang on. I keep doing this wrong, but I'm taking this card. All right. I have it now. Cool. Natural 20?
Yes. You see the hoof prints of Aragol's horse going along the path into the distance, not diverting, not like coming off the track. You don't think you don't think like he's doubled back to try and watch you or anything like that. You think he was honest when he told you that's where he was going, and he's gone. You see, the same amount of kind of like wildlife as you were before, but no one else is on the road. You do see a raven like fly past you and like land in a tree over there. Like there is a normal amount of raven traffic in the skies above.
Can I like signal this raven and see if it signals me back? Now I'm gonna talk
How
to
would you see
birds.
the raven?
I don't know, wave at it.
How would you expect the raven to wave back?
I don't know. If
With
it's
its
a
wing,
person
duh.
faking being a raven and it sees a friendly creature wave at it, it might like lift its wing and ruffle its feathers in response, or snap its beak, or come closer, or anything to indicate, yes, I've noticed you and I am not just a bird.
You do not see any response from the raven in any of those kinds of ways.
Okay, I flip it off instead. Does it go like?
It goes.
How
But you
dare
don't know
make a
whether
rude
that's
gesture
because
at
you
me?
flipped it off or just because ravens
It's a
occasionally
bird. Yeah. Not to throw too big of a wrench into things. This is in character, sorry. Then not to throw too big of a wrench at things, but we just told a Strahd spy we're going to Valakai. Is this a good time to go somewhere besides Valakai?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I know a little, a cute little, lake pretty close to Valakai. If we just wanted to throw them off our scent for a little bit, just wait a little while before because I think there's still stuff we need to know. There's still things we need to know in Valakai. I think that's our best chance for a lot of the things that we're trying to find out about. But if we wanted to just basically not arrive when they expect us, give them a little pause. I know the lake by Valakai, there's a little hamlet with friendly folks that we could stop there for a little bit.
Okay.
How far do we think we are from Valakai? And the hamlet, Debbie?
So it's probably like middle of the afternoon now. You know you're not going to make it to Valakai today, but you would make it to Valakai tomorrow.
Okay.
And the little hamlet that you're thinking about is probably like it would be a long day's travel to get to Valakai and then to get onto there, but you could do it, like you could get there just as the sun goes down, probably.
Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Not tonight. So it's on the far side of Valakai.
Correct. Yes.
We would have to pass Valakai and then go to the hamlet. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Murray, you would know that the road is going to take you like right in front of Valakai. So you will literally.
Do I know like a little like loop around that we could take so that we don't like have to actually pass Valakai?
You could cut through the woods to the south of Valakai and then come up north, but that is off the road, dangerous through the woods.
Yeah.
What about tonight? Where are we? Does anyone like? I can fold out the map or whatever, but like, do we have a plan for where are we roughing it tonight?
Well, Irina speaks up. Didn't Granny mention there was a windmill somewhere out this way?
Right, Granny, I think sells things at the windmill. Things.
Fabulous. Just
Hold
what
on,
we need to do.
why are we suddenly feeling good about this?
Wait, what? Why would we not? Granny gave us free food.
I'm just gonna look over at Teddy, who I imagine is like jittering. Like, yeah, free food.
Okay, Marty, like, for a minute, can you try to suspend your need to argue with everybody and listen to this just a little bit, okay? We know the pies Granny gave us caused us to become addicted to them.
Right.
We don't want to be addicted to things. Is that where we're losing you? You don't mind being addicted to pies. The rest of us do.
Oh.
Okay.
Teddy said to stop saying that word.
Pie?
And
I
why?
would like to say, I hear you, Mink, and maybe there's some careful treading that we'll need to do with not offending Granny but not eating the addictive pie. But if there is shelter that she can offer us in Barovia, like sometimes you've got to cozy up to the devil to stay safe. Not the literal devil. Not that one.
No, not that one.
Mm-mm.
There are so many things you could have said that would have been somewhat persuasive as to why this was a good course of
I
action.
bumbled that.
This
I know.
was not
It's-
one of them.
I rolled a natural
It's
one,
safer.
not my fault.
It's safer than spending the night in the forest, which is what I thought we would have to
firmly.
do.
And especially considering that Aragol knows where we are.
Yeah. And
Why don't we
if
just
Granny,
go to Valakai anyway? That shows that we have
well, we
nothing
can't make it to
hide.
Valakai today. Either way.
We need somewhere to sleep tonight.
It's not a secret that we have something to hide. Strahd knows we're traveling with Irina, right? Like, at this point, there's no way he hasn't connected
I don't
those
think
dots.
he knows that. He knows that he maybe knows that I'm not in the village of Barovia, but maybe not. I mean, who knows how good a job Ismark's done of pretending to be me? Credit where credit's due. And he knows that you've probably left. He probably knows that you've left the village of Barovia.
I'm sure
I
he
don't-
knows we've left.
I don't know that he knows that I'm definitely with you.
Okay.
And we don't
I
know
don't
to
know.
what degree he would care that we've left. He wants to perhaps play with us, but from his perspective, we're entirely trapped in here, so he can come back to us whenever he wants to. I don't know that we're his biggest priority at the moment. It seems
Back to the night at hand, Irina's right that we will be safer even with somebody who apparently likes to get people addicted to things than we will be on the road in the open.
What is? I need some reminder or guidance around how I should be playing Teddy's relationship with his addiction right now. Like, I know that he.
Yeah.
So I think you're still addicted. I don't think you've gotten to make another check yet. I have it in my notes that you were like extra addicted to pie because you crit failed on a con save, but then you did a really good save when I tried to give you remaining pie and you threw it into the water. So I think you're still like itchy and addicted, but I think you're like resisting it pretty well.
I think that is exactly correct. You resisted the extra pie that Mari gave you and you threw that away. And you've given yourself some kind of good self-talk to try and work through it with the support of your friends, and Mink and Dirta have been supportive to try and get you through it. But you are still kind of itchy about it, and you will need to make another save tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Guys, I'm not sure that I can handle the windmill.
Is there
Maybe
any
she doesn't
other
have
option?
any made right now. Oh, that's a better question.
Another option? Any other option? Irina, Mari, in the area that is safer than roughing it, but not the windmill.
I forgot about the windmill. I thought we were just going to have to sleep in the woods and hope we didn't die, but like the chances that we die are pretty high.
Especially, we know there are werewolves out. Teddy, is there a way we can support you at the windmill and not, like, I can be with you 100% of the time. I can smack it out of your hands. I can, like, be firm with Granny. What would help so that we don't die tonight and we support you in not being eating pie? Is that an option?
So you could, like, bind me to one of the windmill arms
Right. Okay. We could probably like bind you somewhere safer.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes.
This is like it's just turning into a nightly routine at this point. Tie Teddy up.
Yeah, okay. If you guys will help me to steer clear of Granny's bullshit,
Yeah.
then that's
Absolutely.
fine.
Marty, what about you?
I'm not addicted anymore.
Is that true?
Yeah. I made the save when you did.
Okay, but are you going to eat one today?
Oh,
You're not interested in becoming re-addicted, right? Like we're not going to open this door back up because here's the thing. It's not that I really care whether you put substances in your body. What I care about is you being in top fighting form. If we have to get in a fucking fight and if you're not sleeping well because you don't have pie, you're not in top fighting form for a fight.
well, it made me sleep really well when I had it.
Yeah, and you're going to have it for sure? Like this is the point. You're not going to have it. You're not currently addicted. Don't get re-addicted so that we can defend ourselves when we need to. Once I'm out of your
Right.
life, eat your fucking pie. Like, but please don't become a liability for us because you're at this point. Like next year when I'm back in my bed or whatever or dead, then like eat pie. Okay? Can you is that an acceptable compromise at this point?
Yeah, okay, I guess. I don't understand why this is a problem, but
You don't remember being exhausted and failing to do things because we didn't have pie one night? So what you're telling me is you've had pie all those nights. Where are you getting your pie? How did you get
what are you
unaddicted
asking?
from eating that much pie?
I was saving it for an emergency.
So you didn't eat it. So you do remember being exhausted and failing all of your daily activities.
I feel
Yeah.
like probably there should be a deception insight check here.
From who to what?
Well, I feel like Mink probably needs to make an insight check, and Murray, I think you're lying through your teeth. So I definitely think you need to make some deception check.
I rolled a 26.
I'm not going to beat that. 8.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'm just saying.
I will not eat pie tonight, and I even look, if Granny gives us some, I'm not going to say no if she's letting us stay there, but I won't eat it. I'll get rid of it when we're not there, so that we're not being rude to her.
We might need to part ways in Valakai.
I'm not going to eat it.
You're a liability every step of the way, Marty. We might need to part ways in Valakai. If you can't say you're not going to eat addictive pie while you're in my company because we are watching each other's back, and you can't say no to Granny tonight, I'm dead serious. This is make or break for me. I have been in companies where people have not had my back, and I have almost died, and I have had friends die, and I have had to kill my friends for this.
Mink, what behavior have I shown that doesn't show that I have your back? I have saved you in battle
Eating
multiple times at this point.
And thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I am running around with 3 people who aren't from Barovia to try to get you safely out of here. This isn't fun or safe. I'm doing this out of goodwill to try to help you. How am I not acting like I have your back?
You don't trust us with things. You deflect when we ask personal questions.
What do
You
I not
redirect
trust you
personal
with?
questions
I
onto
have
me.
talked about personal things all the time. I told Teddy about my slime. I
being
told
very
Teddy about
clear.
my sister. Maybe you don't ask the right questions, Mink. Maybe you're just accusing instead of trying to get to know me. Teddy knows things about me.
Okay. I've made myself clear. Let's go to the windmill.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Deota, are they flirting or?
Teddy.
Honestly, I'm not sure anymore. Maybe maybe it's a Barovia thing.
Yeah, this place is weird.
Yeah, everyone flirts weird in Barovia.
Yeah, we flirt
This
fight.
place is weird, and this is coming from someone who spent centuries in the astral plane.
A lot of ultimatums in Barovian flirting.
Yeah, a lot of threats of violence, ultimatums, vague, menacing phrases.
Lots of really aggressive winking.
Looks around. Kind of fits the place.
The old Svalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainsides as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its water's dark and still. That's like in the distance, far away. You know you're not going to get there with what remains of the daylight today, but that is Valakai. And Irina will point that out to you quite happily. There is a
Like a
branch in
tour
the road
guide.
leading... Sorry?
Like a tour guide.
Yeah, she's great.
Look to your left.
Yes, and to your left, there's a branch in the road leading west to a promontory. It's a word I've never said before. Atop which is perched a sad old stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. So it's like a little. You can kind of turn off the path to get to the windmill, but it's just down here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the sigil of the house and the House of the Damned a windmill? Didn't they have lots of pictures of windmill? And
What?
wasn't this a hell house? And so
This is not Mari. I don't actually. Oh, you're right. It was on a stylized,
that's their
a
that was their
stylized golden
family
windmill
crest.
on a red
The
field.
way it's fully. Deotar is fully accurate.
Oh, they also had a deed to a windmill.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yes.
probably lots of windmills.
Is
This is the
Do
first
we have
windmill
the-
you've seen in Barovia.
do we have the deed to the? We have this. It's in my inventory.
Yeah.
We have a deed to a windmill. We own this windmill.
Are you
By all
We just rock up and approach Granny
Try
like
and
that. We
enforce
own this
that.
place.
are you
Yeah.
suggesting we abandon the attempt to flee Barovia and just open a
I'm
windmill?
just, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's what I'm suggesting. No, let's just. What else are we gonna do with this deed? Like, should we give it to Granny to keep her off our backs? Be like, listen, you can own the windmill. Never try to give Marty pie again, or Teddy, or any of us.
I'm not going to do anything with a windmill.
What? I mean, it feels like Chekhov's gun. Like, why do we have this deed in our pocket if we're not going to do something with it?
Windmill deed? It's better
Do-
than Schrodinger's windmill deed.
True.
Is there a
Does
cat in it?
does Diota have any sense of any magical effects or something else where that like ownership of the property could matter?
Oh, you can roll a Arcana or History? Archistry?
Oof.
Wow, go away. Go away rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20 on the same
I
roll.
was obviously giving
But I
Molly
don't
advantage.
think you had advantage.
Now my reroll one is dexterity now.
I'm looking. I don't think I can help you.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I have something for Dex also.
Nope, nothing.
What are we checking?
If there's anything
Any way to save Galway from this fumble?
If you have any good boy cards.
Let me see.
Oh my gosh. Brilliant. I'm just from
I'll say. half a compliment sandwich, say something nice about any player, then make
Did you
them
just take that? Who
re-roll
took
any.
that card? Oh, it's over here.
I just
Yeah.
moved it. I was trying
That's
to
fine,
read
that's
it.
fine. That's so if the natural one stands, that's the bad boy card that I get, which is just fucking brilliant.
What was the
Half
roll?
a sandwich.
History, so
Boy.
an intelligence check, skill check.
And we can share.
Yes,
Oh
you
wait,
can.
no. This. Yeah, I have one that just lets you re-roll a saving throw.
Yeah, no.
This isn't a saving throw.
I think this one's just a fumble.
Okay, so it stands. All right. Card. That's wonderful. You. Oh. Okay, and the house rule that I've seen where you and Andy play with before is with the natural one. It's either the whole truth, not at all the truth, or anywhere in between, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You are absolutely sure that possession magically of this deed may certainly allow you to magically evict tenants from the windmill that you do not wish to be there. You do think it gives you a magical power over who is allowed to reside in the property that you own.
That is so funny.
You are absolutely sure of that power.
I will share that information.
Really?
Does this track to me with like, I mean, I don't do magic, but I am in Barovia where there's some magic. Does this track?
I mean, you're welcome to roll a Histor Arcana check.
Can it be
I'll
Arcana?
ask Irina too. Is that
I got a
track
14.
with Barovian law?
I mean, Barovian law is whatever the devil says it is. So... it could
So,
do.
but like you are a noble woman of Barovia, like you have some sense of like whether deeds matter, right? Like,
Yes, but I'm not magical.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was tort reform.
Enough
Murray
with the
rolled a
pastry,
14.
Teddy.
You
Did roll a 14.
14 Arcana. You think that there are some magical effects that would allow you to banish or forbid people from a property. You've never heard of that being tied to a legal property deed, but also you're not a lawyer, so maybe
Okay.
that's a doable. You're like, you know that there are like spells and stuff that can banish certain people or certain types of people from spaces. You don't know how that could be in the windmill deed that you've got or how you would get that power, but like it feels like a reach to you, but a maybe.
Okay, I'll share that with folks.
okay, well, I'm not saying we evict Granny, like, I'm just saying
But it
we
could
have a
affect the
deed.
value of the deed to her.
True. Okay, all right. Let's pull up to this windmill.
Hang on.
I just want to note that if she's powerfully magical enough to be putting, I mean, maybe it's not magic, maybe she's just putting like some addictive substance in the pies, but just be careful and maybe don't roll
Oh
up
no, it was magic.
deeds ablazing. Oh, okay. So just be careful and don't roll up deeds ablazing. Okay, let's try to just don't start fights, Mink, especially.
Copy that.
So if you're rolling up to the windmill, the onion-domed edifice leans slightly forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the storm grey sky behind it. You see brick walls and windows on the upper floors. A wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched... Ignore that.
Okay.
To the side of the windmill, there's nothing perched anywhere. Everyone relax.
Mhm. Inside
You're
check on the
perched on your
GM.
backsides on this horse, looking, and you go to the side of the windmill. On the hill are 4 ancient-looking megaliths. stone guardians that seem to be centuries old. You can see at this distance that the stones are moss covered and seem to be covered in worn but detailed carvings. Ravens can be seen circling above the megaliths. You note an abundance of rodents, snakes, and spiders in the grass nearby, and you get a strange feeling from those megaliths. Perched on a wooden beam above the door of the windmill is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
Mink, what's wrong with Raven? You've been talking to the ravens.
Every omen, every indication has been telling us don't come here, but we're all like, it's safer than being outside. Is it at this point? Look at that thing. And I point at the raven.
So we've got a
I, like,
freaked out
wave at the raven.
bird, evil megaliths. I'm pretty sure that patch of grass is just snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes aren't mean. Snakes are nice. But
Can I use... Oh, sorry.
I mean, should we brave the woods? I just realized we're outside her door, so Mari dropped her voice and is trying to whisper now. Should we brave the woods?
Can I use...
This is weird.
the thing and see if those monoliths are... Divine Sense and see if those monoliths are desecrated?
Oh, fuck yeah, you can.
Okay, well, I do.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So here's the thing. You know how sometimes my God talks to me? He's
Yes.
saying those things, and I point to the megaliths or whatever. I'm like, those are real bad. Like, real bad.
Can you roll me a nature or arcana check as well, Mink?
Yes, and also if there are any undead, fae, fiends, whatever, celestials in presence, then I would know about them too.
Wait. Did you do your thing, or did you cast a spell that gets you the
No,
fae
that's Divine
business?
Sense. It's...
Your divine sense gets you celestials, fiends, or undead. It does not get you fae.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, celestial fiends are undead or consecrated as well as desecrated.
No.
Okay.
There
And you said
are no celestials, fiends, or undead.
Nature or what?
Arcana.
What about survival?
No.
Can I?
Did I?
Would this now be justified for me helping with this, given that Mink has been like, that thing is blighted and seems to be looking around.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do nature with advantage. Don't worry, I only have a -1 to this.
Godspeed, little doodle.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to roll with advantage. 11 or let's see what the other is. 1. We'll take the 11.
Okay, 11.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so the sensation that you get from this is strange and ancient. Like this was kind of anciently consecrated ground that has been desecrated, but it holds the memory of something. You don't know what the memory is that it holds, but it seems based on the abundance of kind of nature that is drawn here, even though like the snakes and spiders and rodents or whatever, maybe not like your preference of nature that's drawn here, but it is something that is drawing like there is a powerful nature something happening here.
I think we rough it. This is bad. This is really bad. We have
Irina,
so many things sending signals to us saying, don't go to this windmill.
I think the bird literally is holding up a sign that says turn back.
I know. I think we just rough it.
Irina, this is like my first adventure. This is baby's first adventure, and it's not going well. So all I know really is that it's very dangerous to sleep in the woods or to sleep outside. You're older than me. Do you know things? You're quite old, honestly. Do you know like how much more dangerous? I mean, which is worse?
Jota's gonna look over at Teddy. I think that's flirting.
I have.
Only if I'm into
Not-
gilfs. No, she's not that
I-
old. God.
Wow.
She's
Really?
Ismark's
your age.
younger sister.
I know.
I think she's your
Uh,
age.
Yeah, she's maybe like.
I don't think she's 20. I think she's a little older than that.
Not much.
Oh.
Okay, so I am sure a little bit older than you, but I haven't really ever left my hometown, my village of Barovia. So you, having traveled from Doom all the way across Barovia, have done way more than I have.
Right.
Okay, so options. We stay here at this place that is giving us all the willies. Yeah. We go camp in the woods. Maybe get eaten by a werewolf. We walk through the night on the road and hope for the best. And are exhausted when we get to Valakai sometime tomorrow.
Well, we're not going to Valakai yet. I think.
I'm going to Valakai.
I think you really shouldn't go to Valakai yet. I think we should take a little breather because the spy, definitely is going to be reporting on us. Meek's not wrong.
There is a consecrated church in Valakai that can keep me safe from the devil.
How far into the city is it? Can we get there before you're grabbed?
Yeah, I reckon.
Can I do an
noble.
insight check on Marty? This is
You
really
can.
intense. I wish I had good insight. I hate not having good insight. That's a 4.
Yeah,
What are you trying to find out? Yeah.
Why?
I guess with the 4, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But Marty seems really, really intent on us not going to Valakai right now. And it's not your typical, you're usually the one who's like, he's gonna know where we are no matter what. He's always gonna, right? And so this just feels out of character to suddenly and I think that Mink is feeling like you want us to go to that hamlet for some reason, and that Valakai is now that you're hiding something about that. That's what I think right? Why that and not this, and why do you suddenly care so much?
So that's what the insight check was, but you rolled a 4, so
I think that Mink is still suspicious, but just has no fucking
Okay.
clue, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is Mink's modus operandi. Suspicious.
Elise's modus, yeah. Just
Look, I'm going to Valakai. That's where I told Ismark I was going to go. That's where we think I'll be safe. I don't know the best thing to do now. I don't know whether camping out is better than walking through the night. If we think that staying here is a bad idea.
the roads are supposed to be safer, but I don't know about in the night. The night is not safe at all.
No.
I think maybe we're just fucked no matter what.
yeah, I think we either camp or we walk. And I think we walk because we can get to Valakai, go to this consecrated church, and have a night to recover, and then move on quickly because they will be looking for us in Valakai.
One of the options is not camping out, but just walking through the night,
Walk all night.
traveling.
You will get a level of
Teddy
exhaustion.
Already
So
has one
Teddy
level
will
of
be then
exhaustion,
on
right?
2 levels of
Oh.
exhaustion.
Can Teddy smell pie from where we are?
Can Teddy smell?
That's a leading question. Can Teddy smell anything?
Why don't you make a perception check?
Okay.
While you're doing that, Diota would also say, while I understand the concern that Strahd's agent might know that knows that we're going to Valakai, if he assumes we're just a party of adventurers, perhaps of interest to Strahd, but not inherently suspicious, and presumably that we didn't know that he was an agent of the devil, why would we suddenly change plans?
I think my concern is that if Strahd is looking for us because he knows Irina may have left with us, then this guy is going to be able to report on our exact descriptions and numbers, and
I don't think this is a conversation that we should be having outside this windmill right now.
That's probably
I
true.
think we need to move away.
I thought we were. I thought we were still a fair distance back from the windmill.
No, we're
Sorry.
like right outside the door.
Oh, okay.
You're maybe like 20, 30 feet away from the windmill, kind of looking at the monolith. There's the monolith, there's the windmill. Teddy, you for sure can, out of the top, like there's ground floor, one floor, second floor. Out of the middle floor, it is like you can see, like in cartoon land, the wafting smell of delicious pie coming out.
Okay.
If we're gonna go, I think we go.
We go.
Yeah, Teddy's just twitching, like, yeah, and staring.
Turn your
at
horses
the
around.
window.
We're not staying here. We can make the decision as we go, and we're going to start riding towards Valakai. We have to go past Valakai to get to the hamlet anyway. Madi, let's keep moving.
That road, at least, is where we're going. Yes, even if regardless of where we end up wanting to spend a night or anything else, we're going that way, correct, Mari?
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
No. I was just ensuring that I understood where the hamlet that you were referring to was. So, further this way seems better. Do I notice Teddy sniffing and, like, staring up at a window?
He's not hiding it.
Dota's going to prestidigitation, like, hiding it while just sitting there, like, running cards through their fingers, and talking to Mink, is going to prestidigitation the smell of pie back the way we came.
Oh. Okay, so if Teddy's following the smell of pie, away we go. Okay.
I want to at least equal out the forces.
Irina sets off. She's on board with this plan. She's going. We
So
will have
what
to
I
walk
have
the
in my
horses for
notes-
some of the night.
So what I have in my notes is that, okay, so what I have in my notes is that we should stick to the roads and travel during the day. So if we camp on the road,
We can camp
it's
on
safe,
the road.
right? Letter of the law? Because I don't want Teddy having 2 levels of exhaustion. This is metagame. This is Lena now.
That's true, yes. 2 levels is very bad.
Yeah.
Can Teddy sleep in his saddle? He was a Pegasus rancher.
Weirdly enough, Pegasus Ranchers do have that skill, but Pegasherds,
Do not.
not quite.
Okay, all right. Camp on the road. We'll get
Okay.
a distance from the windmill. We will set a perimeter as best we can. We will set
Okay.
watches, 2-person watches. And we will give Teddy his best chance at 8 uninterrupted hours of sleep. I think Mink will stay up the whole night, try and take a level of exhaustion to maintain a continuous watch.
Okay. Are we camping yet? Is it evening?
If you get back to the road and you trek along the road for like another hour or 2-ish away from the windmill, then yeah. You can
Okay,
basically
cool.
get far enough past the windmill that you're past the windmill. And you're like round a corner in the bend and down a bit of a hill, so like
Yeah, I was gonna
there's
say,
no
like-
line of sight.
And as like while staying on the road, if we can have as much like visual cover as we can get,
Yeah.
that would probably be a thing that Diota would be watching out for.
Yeah.
Whenever we start to set up, I will also ritually cast alarm, surrounding us with a perimeter, and I will set it to be an audible bell.
Klaxon.
Yeah.
So is that okay?
The
And the
perimeter
alarm
has
is
been
if
breached.
Anything
The
crosses
perimeter
the-
has been breached.
Prisoner Zero has escaped. Is that if anything crosses the line that isn't one of you lot?
blah 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 blah. Choose a door, a window, or until the spell ends. An alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can exclude like flies, mosquitoes.
Technically, I don't think they even count
Rats.
as tiny.
Ravens.
No, not ravens, not rats.
Bats. Wolves.
Why would we exclude those things, Debbie?
I don't know. An idea. Okay. I think this is probably a good place to stop, is as we're setting up this camp and we're doing watches. Because mechanically what's going to happen is, because you are camping out overnight and taking watches, every 2 hours, so like for an 8-hour night, so you will do 4 rolls, 1 each. You will do like a perception roll.
We're doing
Yes.
2-person watches.
Okay.
Just so 1 each. Can we have it be like paired watches where it's like multiple rolls
Is it
per
Mink
night?
is staying up all the way through, and then everyone, all the
That
rest?
is what Mink would do if everybody is going to agree to this. But I'm just saying mechanically, I'm trying to give us our best chance.
Oh,
here.
no. I understood.
I'm making this decision, so like I'm asking. Yeah, Debbie.
Yeah.
Is
And I just wanted to make sure that like that was mechanically how you were thinking we were
Yes.
going to handle the double watches.
Yes. So by morning, Mink would be exhausted, but overnight, because it's after you skip a long rest. So by morning, exhaustion for Mink, but take the night to be alert and wary.
Yes. Okay. Fine. So, what we will do next time is you'll have a chance to like set up your camp and do any like camp debrief stuff that you would normally do, and then we will do 4 double watches where you will roll perception and you will roll encounter dice, and we will see what you get.
Cool.
Hey.
Happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like I gave enough hints, but I'm also slightly disappointed because I prepped 9 pages worth of different scenarios for what could have happened at the windmill, and now all of that is just unnecessary. But that's fine.
When
That's
we hit
fine.
a raven like doing the Macarena on the top of the door, we do kind of have a
The
oh
monolith,
look,
the megaliths.
evil Stonehenge. This seems bad.
Yeah, it was Stonehenge. Very good.
I think a day
good.
comes where we come back to the windmill. You know, I feel like
And
it's going to
burn it to
be
the
like a
ground?
later. No, it's like when you climb the mountain when you still only have 3 hearts and 1 stamina wheel, and as you go, the music in Zelda and the music is getting more and more dangerous, and like you get to the top and there's a fucking dragon covered in blight, and you say, I should have turned around when the music got ominous and I started dying of cold damage, but I got stubborn. No personal example.
Definitely not.
No personal example.
We have found a spot in the game that is for a higher level version of you.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to note down everything that I said to you, but I can do that afterwards. Good job,
So-
everyone. You're not dead.
Yeah.
Yes, Goy.
Oh, I was
Is
just
that a
going to
question? Oh,
say thanks to everybody for watching. And
yeah, no. I'm delighted that you're not dead because I really thought you might be. I thought after like Mink trying to kick off with Aragorn. Oh, yeah. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much to the incredible players for surviving another session and really being very in tune to my incredibly subtle hints about the dangers in front of them. Chef's kiss. Although maybe I do want to actually kill you. I can't decide whether I want you to live or not. Hard to say.
Just remember how you felt when Teddy died, and then
Oh God, no! I do not want to go through that again. That was awful. Now we're playing again in a couple of weeks, I think.
Yes, I
don't know
think
what our
so.
schedule is. It's normally in a couple of weeks. Join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to. But in even more exciting news, in approximately an hour and 10 minutes, the Barovia one-shot part 3 will be live back here on Twitch for your delectation. Is that the right word? So
No.
it's a word. For your enjoyment. Basically, we're in a basement. There's some monsters. We're going to have a fight. That's about it. It'll be fine. So if you're not already subscribed to the Twitch, do that to get the notification for when we go live very shortly. All right. Wonderful. So from everybody here, a big thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. A goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.